Welcome back to Myth Machine and another night at the opera, as we say here. That is code, as everybody in Delta Green knows, for an operation. When the agents go out and do their thing to be that thin green line between regular humanity and the things that go bump in the night. As since you always want to be a part of what's going on, you should definitely check out startplaying.games. You should follow the channel, bell icons, subscriptions, all the things you do on Twitch and YouTube and such. This show is rated R for absolute horrors, cosmic such. What have we had so far? We've had a horrible thing that was... Actually, it was two things that were not crocodiles in a basement. They had tentacles though, and they were laughing and playing weird music. And then we had an alien that had possessed a body, and everybody thought it was a chupacabra. And then we had some horrible experiments on humans using weird substances that nobody could explain. And everybody in town were like, I guess, the Stepford wives or something. It was... How do you describe the general mood of Groversville, folks?
Benadrylled.
Benadrylled. Okay, Benadrylled. And then you had an investigation into a cult using crystals, which is why all of you now are using crystals all the time, because crystals are perfectly safe for everything, right? Yeah. And then you had that missing girl who lived at the McAllister building and had moved up on 6th, and there was no 6th, except maybe there was, and then it just... then you came out of that house basically running, because who are you going to call? Someone else? Yeah? And then you burned the house to the ground, basically. Or at least did a lot of damage to it. I'm sure the fire department came there and did whatever it could to save the building, because that you cannot stop as much as you would like. I don't know, Blair and Talbot and Dristan Morrigan goes sneaking up on the fire hoses to cut the lines in the middle of the fire rescue. Is that something you would do?
Yes.
Yes. But I have a feeling that ArtLife will consider that building a complete write-off. And for now, we have a little bit of downtime. So who are we here? Please introduce your characters to our lovely audience.
I'm Briar, and I'm
Cal.
playing Dr. Alex Blair.
I'm Cal, and I'll be playing Jacqueline Morgan.
I'm Harper, and I will be playing Cora Franny Talbot.
Very well. We are back in August of 1997. You have just wrapped up the latest op. You made it out of the house with at least some sanity intact. You have reported that to the official investigation to the FBI. It's basically, yeah, we're not going to get anywhere because unfortunately Miss Wright's apartment burned to the ground and all the evidence have been destroyed, so we can't pursue this. List her as missing and be done with it? Is that what we're saying?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't look into this anymore.
If you value your soul, you probably shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't, yeah. And to Delta Green, the report is more like... what? You did make a report to Agent Adam, and he was
Yeah,
like...
I did.
Yeah, and he didn't really... He didn't disagree that what you were doing was necessary. You are the agents in situ. He trusted your judgment on this. And the typical protocol for Delta Green when you confront the unnatural is kill it, destroy all the evidence, make sure nobody ever knows anything unnatural was involved. Just flamethrower things. Make it look like an accident, which is exactly what you did. So I think they were pleased with that, weren't they? Be that as it may, you now have a little bit of downtime, don't you? So I want us to get through that, and perhaps we'll get to the start. I think we'll get to the start of the next op as well, because you're not getting that much free time. But before that, I would like you all to go to your character sheets, and on the lower right of the sheet, first tab, the skills tab, you click Apply Skill Improvements. Let's see how this will go for you all. Because you might have learned a thing or two. What was that?
It's not working again.
It's not working? That's annoying. Okay. Then I'll click, and you'll be sorry. There we go. You know what? It's not working, is it? Okay. That's interesting. That was from one account. I have 2 accounts, so I can do from the GM's account too. There we go. Let's go. It's not okay. So now I know what homework I didn't do. I didn't actually check. Okay, so this is a find the culprit situation. But we want. Okay, should I do that immediately? Sorry, everybody. We have a technical hiccup. It happens sometimes. Oh, I see. That's something I needed to include. That is reasonable. Dang it. Okay. What else do we have that I didn't have? Yep, that should do it. Okay, reloading the Foundry app. Sometimes modules and Foundry disagree with each other, and that might have been the case now. Very annoying, but true.
So what was the problem?
I'm not sure I've actually located the problem yet, but now I know how to locate the problem, because now I have find the culprit. So I am going to continue here, and I'm going to start the run, and we should have it fixed in 3 minutes. Bear with us, please, everyone.
Oh, this kind of reminds me of something that happened, I think, like way a few months ago. Talbot's icon changed. Do you know why that happened?
No, I don't know what happened. Okay, so now I know. Yes, the issue persisted. There's a bug or in one of the pin modules. Reset. Okay. I think we'll have to do this manually, folks. I think there might be an issue in the Delta Green functionality itself. It's gonna be a D4. 11 D4. No, it's not 11 D4%.
Aww.
Let's start with Blair then, and we'll just have to do it manually with every skill here. Blair, please roll a D4 for your history.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
That is nice. 14%. Okay, let's go. Occult. Oh, are you gonna be like this all session?
Hopefully.
Alertness?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is, yeah. Now it's evened itself out, hasn't it? Human.
Yep.
Well, still not bad. First aid. And search. All right.
Not too bad overall.
Not bad at all. Okay, Talbot. Accounting. Yes. You got to use accounting last op. Anytime you get to use accounting is a good op, right?
I don't even know what I used accounting for.
I know.
What did I do?
You failed to notice something. That's why you got the check mark.
Ah. Oh, I forget that's a failure-based thing.
Yes, yes it is. Forensics.
Whoa.
History. Wow. Now you can actually roll 11 as a critical success, not a fumble. So progress has been made. Right? Persuade.
Yeah.
I think it's progress. No one's going to tell me differently.
Any progress is progress.
Exactly. And search, finally. You didn't even get a check mark in architecture because you succeeded with the check.
I know, for once.
How is that even possible? Okay, Morrigan then. A D4 for history.
All right. Rolling.
Knowing your history is important. Apparently. And now we don't have a Fenton around who can... Alertness! Human. Ooh, look at your human going up. Someday,
Yeah, a
very
lot.
soon, you might even be able to, I don't know, tell things about people. Okay, why is this defaulting to snowing again? I have no idea. We are not in a snowy weather yet. But we are in a situation where you get the chance to do a downtime action. So, what are we doing in the home front here? And I'm going to start by asking Blair, because that's how we started with the skills as well. So why not? We are at home. What is
Yeah,
going
Blair.
to change for you?
Blair's gonna spend that time with Dad because I need to get that score up.
Did you... I don't remember... Wait a minute. I
No,
know
she did.
someone broke their bonds horribly.
It was not me.
Let's do it. Talbot.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was Talbot.
Talbot. Screw up.
But it
Yeah.
wasn't... Okay, so...
It
Dad,
was so
Dr.
bad.
Blair. Yeah, he's on the lowdown for bonds. Okay, that makes sense. You are gonna fulfill your responsibilities. So, to succeed with that, you roll a sanity check.
Of course. Yeah, there goes my luck.
Yeah, that didn't work. It's a failure, so that adds 1 to the bond, actually. Instead of a d6 that you would have gotten if you had succeeded. But you get 1 point to the bond. Dr. Blair is pleased to see you. The doctors are going for another golf round, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. Your dad will completely fail to see your lack of interest in the noble sport of golf, I think.
Yeah.
He's just pleased to hang out with the younger Dr. Blair. And unlike your mom, he is not on you about when are you getting married, when are you settling down. There has to be a nice doctor out there for you. Because you're old now, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's... By the time this story starts, actually, you will have turned even older. Your birthday is on October 20th, and this one starts the 24th. So,
Oh.
you're now 42. Yeah, your mom... Did you have any... Oh, Willow. You have Willow, and she has... Yeah, she's getting kids and everything.
Yep.
So, I think Mom and Dad are pouring all their hopes into grandchildren, into your sibling. And you will be the cool aunt doctor who brings the stethoscope to the kids and check their breathing and heartbeat and their reflexes and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good. At least the other bonds aren't getting further broken, so that's an advantage.
Yeah.
What is Talbot going to do with your time?
I believe I'm going to stay in New York for a bit and have a post-op debrief with Corso.
Oh boy.
what does this qualify like?
Oh, no.
At the moment, you have a... Oh, yes, you have a broken bond, don't you? A broken
I'm
bond...
trying. I'd like to make a new one.
Oh my, you're gonna make a new bond. You see, a broken bond, I do believe that qualifies as threat to sanity. Let's see now.
Oh, no.
Yes, a bond score is reduced to 0. Roll a sanity check, please, Cora Frankie Talbot, for Mrs. Connor.
Not my full government name. No.
Oh no.
Yeah, with your mom.
That was a great roll, wasn't it? So, roll a d4 to lose sanity because of helplessness.
Wait, I'm adapted. Does that
Yeah, but
still count?
you failed.
Okay.
Oh, you're adapted
Ah.
to helplessness. So you don't have to roll for the check. You automatically succeed. You are right. And you know what? That means that you don't lose any sanity at all.
Okay.
There we have it. Okay. And James Talbot. That's not a broken bond yet, so good for you.
Yep. Yeah. As far as anybody will ever know, I never had a mother. Point on it.
You had a mother? You're just not talking to her. But I feel like there is something more dramatic going on here. So once you get home from, or once you get out of the op, but possibly still are in the New York office, because that's where you want to be, isn't it?
Yes.
How does this play out? Your, I'm not talking to you anymore, Mom. Or you just said something that was so very hurtful that she just leaves the room and doesn't talk to you for time.
I think her mom tried to set her up on another date with another dude, and she's finally given up on trying to avoid that. And it's just, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm done. You can't respect me. Just, I can't do this anymore.
Your mom, like Mrs. Connor, and she's not even close to you, right? She's in Florida. So
Yeah.
this is like over a phone line, and she has been talking to some quite well, because she married rich after leaving your dad, and she's been talking to some well-off people in Florida who she knows have connections along the East Coast, including New York. She must have found out through your dad, or maybe through Finley, that you were in New York. Rumors spread. You talk to someone about being in New York, they talk to someone, and your mom just fished it out, sussed it out like she could be a PI or something. I'm not sure she was ever meant to find out, but find out she did. And he'll be there tonight. It's great. He's a lawyer. He works for Chase Manhattan in their litigation department. And he's, let's see now, how old are you again? You are 34, are you? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's 35. She's very cautious about making sure that he's not younger than you, because that would be all kinds of weird, wouldn't it?
God forbid I have hobbies.
Exactly. So, yeah, he's 35. He makes $150 a year before benefits. You can't go wrong with this man, Cora.
I don't want him. I don't want any man you throw at me.
You haven't even seen him yet. I've seen his picture. He's super handsome. He could model, I swear. He looks like Don Johnson.
I'm not interested in him, okay? I want somebody I can actually talk to. I don't want I can't keep walking on eggshells with everybody around me about my job. I'm not going to do that with my spouse. Just leave me alone.
I'm just looking out for you, Cora. You need someone in your life.
I have people, okay? I'm fine. I'm happy and I'm fine. Why can't you just accept that? Why? Why? Is your life not complete without grandkids? Is that why you're making such a huge mess over this?
I'm not getting any younger either. Reluctantly admits that she wants to have grandkids. Of course! Like, why wouldn't I want grandkids that I could spoil for Christmas and Thanksgiving and...
Look, I want family too, but I can't have it with somebody I can't talk to. I don't want to come home to somebody who I have to lie to constantly. Just let me find someone, okay? Stay out of this.
There's long, awkward silence. See, when I was your age, I already had you.
Yeah, and then you left. And how'd that work out for me? Huh? All you ever care about is yourself. Never.
Oh, you don't
once.
put this on me now. Your dad was the reason I walked out. It was never about you.
Then why did you leave me behind? Why did you have to go off to Florida and marry some rich dude? Why couldn't you have stayed close? Why couldn't you have taken me with you?
Because it was complicated at the time.
Complicated enough for you to leave your kid? I don't want the life that you had. I want a family I can love, not some that's just a decoration.
We went from almost nothing to security. Security.
You went to that. You did that. You know what I did that entire time? I raised Sarah. I went to college. I got my degree in 4 years. Do you know what that takes? Do you know how little I slept every single goddamn week while also have to care for a child, which you, by the way, did not support, did not acknowledge, didn't do shit for? So you talk about grandkids here, you can't even acknowledge the one kid I put time into raising.
I sent you so many presents.
Don't feed kids, okay? Presents don't help me sleep at night. Presents doesn't get engineering work done. Just fuck it. Just have another kid and put all your hopes and dreams on them and leave me alone.
Is that a click at the end?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. This qualifies as a broken bond, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep. We'll see if she ever becomes a bond again.
Hopefully not.
What about Dad? Because that took some damage too, that bond, didn't it?
He'd probably call her about what she said to her mom. Her dad and her mom aren't on good terms, but Jesus Christ, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's...
Bet the lawyer was Sicilian too. He was probably rooting for them to get together. So this is gonna... It's not American Thanksgiving yet, is it? Because that's in November. It is gonna be Halloween season, but what big holiday do you have before... Because in Canada we have Thanksgiving in mid-October, because we live in such cold climates that we harvest much earlier than you guys, like a month earlier. That's what we have to do. So what big holiday do you have in October? Is it like President's Day or something, or is that on the spring? I don't remember. American holidays. I think it's just
Columbus Day.
Halloween.
But before Halloween. Okay, so it's just Halloween.
Is it Columbus Day, I think? Columbus
It
Day's
might
in
be,
October,
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on the
Yeah,
13th.
yeah, that is, yeah. Columbus Day is the day when, your Columbus Day is when we have our Thanksgiving, so that makes sense. So, because that is still celebrated in 1997, obviously, people aren't talking about the controversy surrounding that particular day yet, because it's 1997.
Yep.
I don't know if you are going home to see Dad or not during this holiday.
I think because of her goal to have a debrief with Corso, because he was very concerned about the whole sign thing, she's probably just going to talk to him over the phone while still in New York.
All right. And he's going to be like, why did you treat your mom like that? She's just looking out for you. She is your mother. I think she can be a bit... There's a reason we don't live together anymore, obviously. There's a reason we got a divorce. And she can be pretty full of herself, I'll give you that. But...
She keeps trying to set me up on dates with guys I just don't want to date.
How do you know you don't want to date them? Isn't it like this new, like it's like a date without you knowing exactly who it's going to be? Isn't that like exciting? Isn't that what kids do nowadays?
Just the nature of my job, I can't always be truthful with people. And I just don't want to marry somebody I have to lie to constantly.
So you're going to marry another cop? Is that what you're saying? Another Fed?
Maybe, I don't know. I'll know when I meet them. And right now I'm busy. You know how it is, engineering and always being busy. And
yeah, but no, because your mom and I, we were married, we were in our 20s when we were married, and you're in your 30s now. I don't get this new generation. You're waiting so long, and your life isn't waiting for you. It's just passing by, and pretty soon you're going to be too old to have kids, and I just don't get it. Like, in my day, you went to high school, you met your sweetheart, you married, you had kids. That's how it was in my day. I don't see what's so wrong about that. Conveniently ignores all the high divorce rates.
Yeah, just completely ignores the rest of Talbot's dating history, like what she just said.
Yep.
All of that. In one ear, out the other. And I think it's just going to go in this circular motion for a bit. Like, I just told you, I want to marry someone I can be honest with. And I'm busy right now, so I can't go looking for this person.
Yeah, watching you snap at Dad and try to put him in a corner where he has to say, but sometimes you have to lie to your wife or husband or something, because that's just how it is. And once again, not questioning the divorce rates, because I'm sure the boomers had the best relationships ever.
Yeah. I'm also trying to hide the fact of why I'm staying in New York for so long. So yeah, I'm just not being honest about a lot of things right now. And I think he can tell,
Which
too.
is, so you don't want to live with someone you can't be honest with, but you can't be honest with your dad. Is that it? Oh my, I just found the... Ah, God damn it, Franny. It's funny that Dad calls you Franny and Mom calls you Cora, right? That's...
Yeah.
Not schizophrenic at all.
Look, as someone with two names, I get it.
All right. So, what was your responsibility here? You wanted to do... No, you wanted not to fulfill responsibilities. You wanted to have a new bond, you said. Establish a new bond, right?
Yep, I'm trying the Corso thing again.
You're going to establish a bond with Corso?
Yep. Gonna try again.
You know what? Okay. I'm not sure that could work. It might work in the sense that it's a one-way street, that you get attached to him, but he doesn't get attached to you.
I think I do I need to debrief with him as my boss after the op anyway?
Of course no. He's the most informal boss you could... So, Yes, he will want to hear what happened, but in this case, he's actually saying, no, don't talk about it, don't even think about it. I want to know nothing about this case. Which is also weird, because that's not what he usually does.
Yeah.
So, take from that what you will.
I'm planning to run Talbot into the ground eventually, so let's try it!
Let's try it! Okay, roll a charisma test. Your charisma is amazing.
Oh my god, it worked!
Oh my god, it worked.
I was planning on failing until I died, I'll be honest.
A new bond with a score equal to half your agent's charisma rounded up. So,
3.
yeah, you now have...
Wait, half of the charisma rounded up. Oh, wait,
yeah,
that's 5.
that's 5. Yeah.
I'm awful at math, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so... How do we describe your relationship? My cult leader?
I don't know, just dude I bother, I guess?
I just put down as my cult leader.
Yeah.
Because that's clearly what he's in.
Yeah. Taking the cult leader to a Bass Pro Shop.
One other bond other than a bond for Delta Green goes down by 1, of course.
Woohoo! I can't. Give me a moment to find my bonds. I lost them.
What was that?
No, that's not.
Yeah, no.
I lost my bonds.
Mom is done.
No, oh, there. I lost the tab. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll go with Finley.
Finley?
Yes.
Okay, so he invited you to his marriage with his ex that was his wife who he divorced, and now he's gonna remarry because... and you didn't even turn up.
No. Sarah's upset, so he's upset. So, yeah.
And
she told Sarah they'd go drinking instead of going to the wedding, but she didn't show up, and now Finley's mad at her for not showing up for that.
and I'm like, this is sad.
Yeah.
You are moving away from your family, aren't you? Slowly but surely.
Who needs family when you have cult leader?
Exactly.
One day I'll just disappear into New York and nobody will know where I went.
You and Miss Wright, perhaps. All you need is a new door to the night floors, right?
Something tells me my last known location will be a strange nightclub with an even stranger dress code.
That would not be surprising at all.
Yeah, no. That's my disposal plan with Talbot, is once she hits 10 sanity is maybe just switch to a new character.
She's 52! She has plenty of sanity. She's fine.
For now.
Just because she's adapted to all the things.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, Morrigan! Because we don't have Dristan here today, unfortunately. He was not able to make it.
Whoops.
What are we going to do with your downtime fulfilling responsibilities?
Need to get that willpower up. Oh gosh.
You don't, you? That sounds to me like you want to increase a statistic. Are you attending
Yup.
night classes and whatnot?
Yeah.
That's basically what that means. Improve a skill or stat. Attempt a test of the stat at times 5 or the skill. If the test fails, you add 1 point to the stat. So, we go into your statistics, and you click on your power, the 30% button there with a dice next to them.
Okay.
And you succeeded with the test, which
Whoa.
we did not anticipate. So, Yeah, you do not get an extra point. Each increase to a stat or skill reduces one bond other than a bond for Delta Green by 1 as you let other responsibilities lapse. So you rolled terribly, and because of that, your willpower has in fact not gone up. So who is taking the blow here? Bo or Addison?
Bo, again.
It makes sense. You don't want to hit your significant other too hard, right?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
She's chill.
What was that?
She's chill, okay? I don't want to bonk her too hard. At least not yet.
You guys live together, I guess? At this stage? It's the
me and my
classic,
significant other,
we're
yeah.
just roommates. It's 1997, so don't ask, don't tell is alive and well in society.
The friend invites me to yet another function, and I don't attend because I'm busy trying not to crash out.
You are busy trying
Over
not
the
to crash
fact-
out. Yeah.
Over the fact that I just entered a reality warping dimension full of horrors, and I can't tell her crap about that.
And
She's just gonna have to deal with it.
in other words, you don't deal with things like this by comfort eating. Which is the one remedy Bo O'Reilly would give you, isn't it? Comfort food.
Yep.
But you live with Addison in the same... Or do you have a house
Yep.
or an apartment? Because at this stage,
We
you're
have a
pretty well off, right? So...
yeah, we
money's
have a
not really-
house, 3-bedroom. One
Were
for
your
the birds.
roommates, quote unquote,
With-
in case the neighbors ask? Just those
Yes,
eccentric
with
roommates.
My roommate.
Yeah. Did we decide what Addison is doing for a living?
Addison works from home.
With what?
I guess either she's more like a she sells stuff on. Yeah, she sells stuff. Can't say online, but she does make stuff to sell.
So mail order stuff, basically. There are a whole bunch of different ways to sell things by mail order in the 1990s. You can sell by phone, so basically you're in a call center. I guess you go to a call center and sell from there. Or if you're part of an organization, you sit at home and make calls to people to sell them products for the company. There's also, I guess, other ways of doing things like recording videos, like VHS tapes that you send out. If you're a trainer, you can send out VHS tape with a training session that people can do. So, yeah, it's 1997. Internet is just becoming a thing. Email is a thing by now. Internet is, and computers are not fast enough for video feeds to be anything more than very pixelated, very laggy things. So that is usually not a way to do it. But people have started selling products for computers. You could have a reference library. So, for example, I don't know what she would be selling. If she's selling... I'm just thinking from all sorts of various things. If she's selling ornamental things, maybe she could have a product
She's selling
catalog.
ornaments.
Then she could have a product catalog
product
on a
catalog.
CD that she could send out to people. She could
sure.
she could build a website just to showcase her products. It's going to be one of these absolutely horrifying websites of the late 1990s with all the colors and all the animations that literally gives your brain a seizure. I'm not
yeah.
sure she knows how to build a website like that, but I'm sure she might know someone who knows how to build a website like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's So your house is going to have a nuke with her computer stuff and at least a couple. She has one home line that is like the actual home phone, and then she has a business phone in her office, and she's very often on that phone during the days, which you don't see too much because, let's face it, you're not at home too often, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically the situation on the home front, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. This is, I said it's 1997, right? So let's see here. Let's see. Apparently there is a mass shooting in Pearl High School in Pearl, Mississippi in early October. There is the Stand in the Gap event in Washington, D.C. in early October of this year with 1 million men gathering for, it's an evangelical Christian parachurch organization for men. So, yeah. So that's apparently, I don't remember this gathering at all. The Promise Keepers is the organization that hosts this thing. So it's very Christian values in the don't like same-sex marriage and the man should rule the household type of thing. The Loomis Fargo bank robbery, the second largest cash robbery in U.S. history in North Carolina. FBI gets connected to this. Is that something that any of your characters would get involved with at all?
Unless it's demolitions, probably not.
Nah, I don't know how they did it. Let's see now. Loomis Fargo bank robbery. The regional vault. The robbery by Loomis vault supervisor. Heist. It's home early. I don't think they actually did have to use any explosives. No. So you weren't involved. Was anyone else involved? Blair definitely not. Morrigan, were you involved? Maybe in trying to apprehend the suspects or something?
Maybe.
I'm just taking notes for no reason at all.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Of course I do. Other interesting things happening this fall. The first color photograph appears on the front page of the New York Times. Alright, and then there's another gruesome crime. 13-year-old Marion Measles is abducted while waiting for her mother in the parking lot of New Milford, Connecticut shopping center. And that's as far as we get with the fall here. So, yeah, another kidnapping, but I don't know that you are involved with that one either. Are you? Probably not.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah, not likely.
In other words, the fall has been fairly calm for you. Aside from the whole, I'm still recovering from what happened in New York, and I don't ever want to think about it again. Are you talking to each other at all during this period of time?
Probably not a lot, but I'm alive.
I'm alive.
I think Talbot's kind of been a bit quiet just because of everything going on with Corso. She doesn't want to risk Delta Green finding out. So communication's been a little sparse.
That makes sense. What? I'm sure Delta Green would just look very positively on everything you do.
Because I'm their golden child, of course. They love me.
Yes, they love you dearly. Very dearly indeed.
Yes. They give me paid time off.
No, they really don't.
I was being sarcastic.
that makes
You
sense.
don't care about me.
You still have your standing order from Corso about professional courtesy. If your people are about to move on a site with interesting materials, tip me first so I can secure them.
Of course.
Photocopy, like preservation, snap clean, well-lit shots of any occult manuscript or pages that you encounter before you hand them in.
Of course.
Very well. He's pleased with this. This is great. This is great.
Yep. We're great together. We work great together.
Yeah. Yeah. This will not be compromising in any way, shape, or form. Right?
No. And I presume we've discussed the fact that I might get just yoinked one day. Or the fact that my death is likely coming sooner rather than later because of my increasing mental state as a part of my job. So I think kind of what she's going to tell him is, I don't want to die because of Delta Green's pointless war. So if there's a ritual that needs a human sacrifice, just let me know and I'll step in for that.
Are you talking about Delta Green's pointless war?
They're not getting rid of the unnaturals, are they? They keep coming!
What would one even say to that?
Just, if you need a soul, just let me know. I'd like to donate mine after death. Thank you very much. My bones, too, in fact, while you're at it, if you want, like, a skeleton for the shop to put, I don't know, in the corner. All yours.
Well then.
Yeah. Yeah, Talbot's had too much time to think about her mortality, I think.
She's fine though, because she has a lot of sanity. It's interesting that she has these thoughts and she has a sanity of 52, which is a gigantic sum of sanity for this group, isn't it? If we compare to the 51 of Blair and 48 of Morrigan. And Blair and Morrigan are not having these thoughts of imminent betrayal or, I don't know.
I think a large part of it, too, is she's seen how little Delta Green cares for its agents. So she's setting up an exit plan, whether that be she's exiting to switch sides in any official capacity or to serve a greater purpose beyond death or after death, in death, whatever the prepositional phrase is.
Very well.
Yep. Just don't stick me in the ground and call me a hero.
Anyway, you are going to have all of August, you was mid-August, and the rest of August will come and go, and I know that Son will spend that time in the hospital, because he was down to 3 hit points, so I can see how you're not talking to him a whole lot. Also, when Corvus gets back, we need to make sure that he rolls to see if he develops bonds to the other Delta Green agents who he was with when his sanity hit the breaking point, because it did. So that's gonna be a thing. It takes him how long to recover from all that? Let me double check healing here. Damage, healing. Typically, treatment, recuperation recovers a D4 every week. Hit points. So in 2 months, he should be fully healed, because that's 8d4. So I don't see how he wouldn't be healed by the end of that time. I can even roll. There we go. 8d4. Surely that will be enough, right? Unless I roll horribly. Yeah, no, it's fine. It would have been sad to just roll 8 once. But yeah, he's going to be fully healed by the half of that time. But apparently he is not available at the moment, or his character is very quiet at the start of this up. What you do know, though, is that... Let's see now. You are going to have a call, you're going to be very surprised to hear, from Delta Green, a cell. This is going to happen in October. So, yeah, Halloween is coming quickly. I don't know if you have Halloween plans. Probably should. I don't know if you need to scrap those plans or not. But it is spooky month, so everybody is... all the windows of various shops are just filled with goblins, ghosts, and other horrors. What horror movies came out then? I don't even know. Do you remember? No? Okay. Let's see. My computer just froze. Stop freezing.
Oh,
Come
no.
on, computer. Don't do this to me. I don't know what it did. There we are. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We have... Let's see. Anything creepy? Mimic! By Guillermo del Toro. I think it was the one about the giant cockroaches that were invading in the subways of New York or something. Event Horizon. Casper: A Spirited Beginning. LA Confidential is not a horror movie. It is a good one, though. Wishmaster is coming out. Is that something you would go and watch? Apparently not. Don't everybody be so enthusiastic at once.
I just realized I was muted. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
The
no.
others
I
could
felt
say
so
things
sorry.
too.
I
Blair
don't know
and...
I
both
know
of
what
these
to say about
movies.
that.
Anyway. Yeah, there's going to be a cryptic message. It's going to be delivered by email or through phone. Attend evening meeting at the Metropolitan Museum. You're instructed to go to a certain place. In this case, it's going to be like the Temple of Dendur. And sit on a particular marble bench. And when someone gives you the password Harcourt, you will reply with Harcourt 47.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, then.
So it is
Yeah.
that in late October of 1997, and it feels, I don't know, aside from the fact that it is fall now, so there's a clear seasonal shift compared to when you did your last op, Have you ever had such a short period between ops? You had the between the St. Louis and Tulsa, right? That was a very
Yeah.
short one.
Yeah. Was that like the same op, or was that two ops, technically?
It really blended together, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll hear at the appointed time. This is going to be, in fact, at 5 or so in the afternoon. There's still some people here taking notes, studying. It's the Metropolitan Museum, right? It's a popular spot for all sorts of people. You will notice an elderly fellow who is walking up next to you, and he's going to ask, "Excuse me, kindly confirm the publisher for The Voyage to Cathay." And that's your cue to respond.
Court 47.
Right. Very good.
47.
47.
This fellow looks like a professor, honestly. At least a little bit. Not at all what you remember from Agent Adam, who must be at least in his younger middle age. Like, he was broad-shouldered, strong, physically fit. You didn't see his face directly because he was very careful about having that ball cap drawn down over his face and not drawing attention to his face too much. Very conscientious about all that. But I mean, he was definitely fit enough to qualify into any physically demanding work. Agent Adam was. This fellow is pushing 80 or something, and he is moving slowly with a slight waddle. He has a cane, neat trimmed goatee, snow white hair receding, and slightly round and blunt features in a Mediterranean fashion, perhaps. He is short, but broad, sturdy, a walking fire hydrant, really. But he does have very clear ice blue eyes and glasses to focus them. He's gonna sit down next to you, resting his gnarled hands on his cane. He's bending forward a little bit to look at all of you, and he says,
This must be important if you're meeting us in person.
"I think so."
What seems to be the issue?
What isn't an issue? He cackles to himself. When you've been in the game for as long as I have.
What seems to be the issue we need to deal with?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in due time. He smiles a little. It is good to see you upright and ambulatory.
Yeah.
How are you? And he looks over you. Honestly, not operationally.
Could be a lot better, really.
Agreed.
He grunts in reply that you can see him nodding of his understanding. Of course. Sleep through the night?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for
mean-
you. Any repeating dreams, new habits you didn't decide to pick up, or gaps?
None that come to mind, no.
Is Talbot lying her butt off here to...
Do I have a gap?
It's been a while since you had a gap. That was in Tulsa. That's when you had a gap.
Okay.
But it really depends. If he's asking now, so as a Delta Green agent, your question is fair. Are there any new gaps or just the old gaps that you're used to?
Yeah. I'm assuming he means new gaps, so I'm just saying no.
That's fair.
And I'm not lying. I really don't have any new gaps,
You
and I
really
don't have
don't
any
have
reason
any,
to
yeah.
be like, yeah.
Anyone at home asking questions you can't or won't answer?
Yeah. My parents are asking for grandkids and when I'll get married, but yeah.
Yeah, he nods.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We live a different kind of life, don't we?
Yeah. Maybe we should set up like an intercell dating program.
He's actually laughing at that. Perhaps. Perhaps. But even that has its own dangers, I'm telling you.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, yeah. I've done this for a long time, and I've seen agents go in all sorts of directions. Let's see now. We're writing 1997, so... more than 30 years. More than 30 years now. Back in my day, it was Europe. It was the Nazis. They had a group tried to get their hands on items to swing the war in their favor. I had to stop them. We did. It was costly, though. Yeah. Yeah, this world... no one's ever gonna know the sacrifices you make. In that sense, it's very much like working for the CIA in the spycraft game. Except they only have to deal with other humans. You have it worse.
Yeah, other humans don't. They don't open portals to new dimensions.
They don't.
Or they don't do a lot of the things we've seen.
You're right. You get married to the job, in a sense. I'm not sure if that is healthy or not, but sooner or later we all have to grapple with the problem of how much can we lie to those we love? And isn't it better to just cut the ties entirely? It's easy for me to say. I'm an old man, and most of my peers are gone by now, or, well, might as well be. You're still young. You still have losses you can take. All I can say is I've been where you are. And I know it's not easy. I appreciate your service. Don't ever think I don't. All of ACEL does. I know we can't help you as much as we would like. Things are different now. It was easier in the 60s, let me tell you. Or, well, easier in a way. Or at least we thought it was easier. And then bad things happened.
May I be blunt?
Go ahead.
Was ACEL the one who got us on those early cases that were supernatural?
Of course. We had to test you.
So you threw us into this situation without asking.
Yep. What would you do? If you were to recruit some new group, a new cell, how would you set that up? Without compromising compartmentalized security.
I don't see why we need that security. If this supernatural is affecting everybody, then they have a right to know about it. And the supernatural is just a science we don't understand yet. Like chemistry in the 1600s. Wouldn't it be better to share that knowledge and let the few who can understand it help us?
I worked with some people who thought like you back in the 60s. Remember the bad things I told you about?
Yes.
Back in the day, Delta Green was working together with, it was a big organization, let's say. And we were divided in responsibilities. We had enough resources, enough manpower to have different jurisdictions internally. Some of us were working more on matters of hypergeometry, occults, things on the ground. The other division was working more with the Air Force, protecting the planet from, shall we say, interstellar transgressions. Unfortunately, that group thought like you expressed now. You know what happened to them?
What?
One by one, they slowly lost their minds or their power. Now they hunt us because now they're still active. They are deeply influential in our worldly government right in DC. They have the ear all the way up to the top of the Pentagon. And I think they were deeply involved in what happened in St. Louis and Tulsa. At the very least.
Jessup?
The very same. But the people they reached out to get help from are alien. They're not of this earth. They're not people. And those alien intelligences I have absolutely no illusions about who has power over whom in that particular relationship. If you take my meaning. They sold their souls to the devil and are now the devil's plaything.
What can you tell us about Stephen Alces? He's popped up more than once, and I'd like to know what I'm up against, what we're up against.
Yeah, we have a cell here that's working on that. I'm not going to say which cell for compartmentalized security reasons. If any of you get captured by our enemy organization, you will not be able to spill the beans. You understand? There is a risk. You always have to make sure you're not being followed. So far, you've been lucky. As far as I can tell, as far as Adam can tell, no one has seen you. No one can connect to the dots to you. You've done a good job with counterintelligence and counter-forensics to make sure that there's no evidence leading back to you. We appreciate that. You're to be commended for it. Keep that up. If anything ever leads to you, then they'll come for you or your loved ones, or both. As for Mr. Alziz, I'm not sure yet. I believe he is probably very well versed in hypergeometry. And most humans who, if he is human, most humans who develop such skills tend to do so at the cost of, again, their soul and their mind. We've met many adversaries in our day who thought that they could gain power by studying arcane texts and learning hypergeometry, and they did not have the mental fortitude to do so. Soon enough, it's another group of people who go out there in the night, snatch people for their nefarious purposes, sacrifice them to horrors beyond the plains for personal gain. I would think that Alziz is one of those. I would ask you to not engage with Alziz and his group, mostly because if you would probably run cross purposes with the other cell we have investigating that at the moment. It doesn't do... It's not a good thing if the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing.
How many others like him are out there? Because we've run into him a couple of times, and he knows who we are. But he seems to have more fun in toying with us than any retribution. What is he?
I don't know. I don't know yet. There's only so much I can tell you, again, because of compartmentalized security. If he takes one of you, then our operations would be blown if I told you, right? So I can't share too much.
Our friend died horribly, and he had advanced knowledge of that. I fear that whatever cell is already investigating him he knows them. And he's just playing with us.
Alphonse just nods. That may very well be the case, he says.
How many cells have tried?
I can't tell you that either. Compartmentalized security. I'm working on the assumption that one of you will be taken by one of our enemies and put through torture to spill the beans. I have to assume the worst. So far, you've gotten away with things. We like that. Keep that up. But at this point, I'm still not going to share intelligence that is not necessary for you to know. And this is not necessary for you to know until we decide to bring you into the loop. You can respect that, right?
I can. However, he's a pervasive threat, and he seems to be all-knowing.
No one is all-knowing, but many will know more than they should, in a very unsettling way. And there are certainly intelligences out there that are greater than the human intelligence. Unfortunately, we are limited by our own brains. This construction of neurons that is inside our head, the biomechanics of it limits how much we can understand safely. Now, we often go up against things that are constructed in fundamentally different things. And if he is in fact not human, then it is entirely possible that he grasps the world in ways that we cannot even imagine. He might be able to see into several dimensions at once. Maybe he perceives time in a completely different way than we do, and therefore he can appear with premonitions. Hard to tell. There's a lot we don't know.
We were also told he was supposed to be dead. I don't think he's human.
That might well be the case. That might well be the case. Wouldn't be the first time we run into an entity that has created a following around itself in a human's appearance. Probably won't be the last.
What do you know about his following?
Not enough.
They might become our problem soon enough.
Oh, they're already our problem. Absolutely. They're not your problem specifically, but they are our problem. We definitely need more intelligence on them. But again, the intelligence I have, I'm going to share to those agents who will actually be engaged in investigating that. Because of his visits to you, we would like you to not be engaged in that kind of investigation. Perhaps we'll change our minds. Perhaps we will use you as a decoy at some point, precisely because he knows of you. It would be a way to keep his attention. But for now, no. No, I didn't come here to give you an operation involving him. I did come here to give you a different operation. Agent Marcus? You've met Agent Marcus, haven't you?
We have.
Yes.
He's going to set you up. The good news is it's not a long journey from here. It's Long Island. It'll be close by. I think that's probably the only good news I have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Serial killer.
And what about it is...
Well, they call him it, them, that. They call them the Glenridge Chiropractor. This one has the habit of ripping out their spines of their victims. 3 deaths so far.
Oh no.
Well,
Glenridge police asked the FBI for help yesterday. You'll be arriving tomorrow. Agent Marcus is busy with other ops, and he recommended you. Seems like you made an impression.
nice, I guess.
You never know, do you?
Yeah,
Special
no.
Agent Coleridge and behavior analyst Sandra Lewis and the local detective there will be there to meet you and give you the fact as they know it. You'll see why this was sent up the chain of command. And why we took it up.
Aside from the spines?
Aside from the spines.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. All right. Okay, let's get into it.
For sure. He stands up. I just wanted to say one thing more before I leave. I usually do not have conversations for as long as we've had them. It's not safe. Not even here. Not even with all the tradecraft we can use to make sure that we're not being followed. So it's entirely possible we will not meet again for a long time. But I wanted to know, you are not alone even though it feels like you're alone. We are under-resourced and understaffed, absolutely. We have to maintain operational security because if one of you is captured, we can't have the entire network shut down because we were sloppy with information sharing. But you are not alone, you are not disposable. If something looks like it wants you to hurry, maybe that's your cue to slow down.
So are we getting a longer break then after this?
I certainly hope so. You've been a very active cell this past year, and I hope nothing else pops up. I can't guarantee anything, obviously. I was expecting you to be on leave now, but we've had a lot of rotations and this has been a bad year. But I hope I can wish you happy Halloween and happy Thanksgiving and season's greetings all in one, and possibly even a happy new year.
With what happened in St. Louis, is that why everything is so bad right now?
Yes, as it is. We've had, I can tell you this much, we've had agents disappearing, and we know why. It's them. Keep an eye open. Watch your backs. If they find anything they can pin to you as people, well, then you might have to begin an entirely new identity and a new life for yourselves. If you don't want to disappear as well. You don't know it, maybe, but we are at war. And this time, It's right here at home, not overseas. We're not safe anywhere. Good luck. I'll be seeing you.
Be seeing you.
And so he leaves. Now you've met both Adam and Alphonse. Does this mean that A cell is, that Z cell is becoming like famous or something? Are you like vets now?
Pretty sad if
Oh,
we're vets.
maybe.
Yeah.
How many ops have you been to so far?
I think this will be our sixth.
So vets.
Oh, yay.
Of course.
So once he's gone,
Yeah.
I think I need to check in with somebody.
Who are you going to
I
check
guess
in with?
so. Ghostbusters! I'm kidding. It's Scott.
So the first
I
thing you
guess-
do is check in with the enemy. It's a
Like,
good
after
thing
I get-
Alphonse doesn't know just how compromised you are, isn't it?
I am not compromised. I am playing both sides at the same time. And
You
it is
are
working.
So compromised, it's not even funny.
I am double majoring in Pratt and Delta Green. I am in both a frat and a sorority at the same damn time. And I am making it work.
Yeah.
Anyway. I might just leave a message that says, hey, there's a cell investigating Yins.
So this is exactly why Alphonse shouldn't have shared anything with you guys. It was leaked
Yeah.
immediately.
No.
Exactly. God forbid I report back to headquarters. No, everyone dies. So I gotta.
I don't know what kind of lies you're going to present to your own cell in the future, but we'll see, won't we? Yeah.
I'm not compromised.
You're not
Oh.
compromised at all.
Just the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know that Alphonse or Adam would agree with that.
Look,
Necessarily.
if Blair can still be a doctor after shooting Sebastian, I think I can be in both.
Hey,
Brad.
that was an accident.
Yeah. Sure,
Right.
Blair.
Anyway, you have your marching orders. So, what are you going to do until then? Like, you have the evening, basically. Anything particularly you want to do, or are we skipping ahead straight to morning coffee in Glenridge? Where is Glenridge, you ask? It's on Long Island.
Yep.
I think I said that already, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's
Yeah.
on Long Island, so it's not really far away. It's just a couple of hours drive. You're still going to be in, I don't know, should we call it civilized territories? You're not out in the wilderness. You're not out in the bayous. You're not in a small village in Tennessee or Kentucky. You're not in, I don't know, what other wildernesses have we had? We've had a few. No, you're going to suburbia. That's a new environment for you, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't like it. Take me back. No. No. Not the white picket fence. No.
Not the white picket fence.
Oh no.
All right, so is anyone doing anything, or are we just jumping over there?
I
Sounds to
think
me
we're
we're...
just jumping.
Yeah, it sounds to
I
me
think
like
we're
we're
just jumping over.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
jumping over. Yeah, okay. That's fine with me. All right. So, smash cut to Glenridge. Glenridge town. This glorious place where you will all be. Let me just adjust this a little bit because I can. There we go. Okay. Tristan will obviously be there eventually, but we'll start with you. Glenridge. This place is in the middle of civilization.
Define civilization.
Almost as far out east as you can get on Long Island. I don't know if that is civilization, but I'm sure the people who live there think it is.
Deeply lacking in chaos. Let's just get this over and done with.
Yeah.
So I can in fact show you a picture of where we are now. That means that I need to open a new tab of evidence, don't I? Evidence. There. And where the oh. Dang it. That wasn't at all what I tried. Okay. Never mind. I'll fix it in post. Sorry about that. But it's fine. Here we go. There we are. Yeah, this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is your 7th op. Actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you're definitely vets by now.
are we counting Analysis and St. Louis as the same op?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I must have missed one.
Okay, I'm gonna make this one available to everyone. Like that, and there we are. So, as you can see, Glenridge is not quite as far as you can get out on Long Island, but on one of the little thongs there, if you will, peninsulas that jut out. Not far from Riverhead, if you will. For those of you who are interested in Long Island and serial killers, I do recommend a Netflix show talking about a serial killer who I think don't remember his location exactly, but he was preying on prostitutes in the area. And he started doing that in the early 2000s. So it's not him this time. But yeah, that's Glenridge for you. So that tells you a little bit about where you are in the world and what you can expect. This is a small town, New York, Long Island, suburbia. There's going to be a lot of people who have very decent white-collar careers in New York. There's going to be, I guess, there's always some people are not quite as well off. But yes, white picket fences, single-family homes, etc., etc. So, is it the wealthiest neighborhood you've been to so far? With an op?
Maybe.
It might be.
Maybe.
And yeah, because we had, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, it's quiet, of course. This is October 24th now, to be precise. Oh, dang it, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Let me set the calendar appropriately. It is a Friday. Yeah, last working day of the week. And at the Glenridge Police, for what it's worth, you are going to meet a group of law enforcement officers who are working on the case. And they're going to bring you up to speed on this. Local police officer Detective Hannah Gregson represents the local PD. You'll also be briefed by 2 FBI agents. They're not gonna stick around though. They're just here to introduce you to the evidence and hand it over. And one is Special Agent Coleridge. And the other is Behavioral Analyst Lewis. When we arrive this morning, I'm guessing you took an early drive out, so this is going to be at 8 a.m. probably. You're being invited to the conference room. We all know that all conference rooms look alike, don't they?
Yep.
I'm going to have Dristan here just because he's probably going to be here anyway. So next time we join, he's going to be here. Detective Gregson will greet you when you arrive. Ah, you must be the reinforcements.
Yep. What?
Yep.
Wait, reinforcements. What? Who was here before us?
Says Gregson. She's going to hand you each a cup of coffee. Honestly, I'm the lead local detective on this, but this community is not used to seeing things like this. There are people who go missing, absolutely. There are robberies, breaking and entering, that sort of thing. Homicide we do not get a lot of on Long Island. Not at all. This is not Manhattan. This is a peaceful community. People have strong family lives. We have a high school.
I guess no. Sorry.
It's the kind of place you want to live in because it's nice and quiet, she says.
I guess what I was getting at was the previous group murdered, and that's why we were called in?
Oh, nothing so dramatic, she says. No, the previous group is right here, Coleridge and Lewis.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they were sent out by your bureau just the day before to prep for your arrival, basically. But you're the experts now. We have Sandra Lewis will stand up, and Coleridge, especially Agent Coleridge, will also stand up and greet you. So as far as you guys know, this is an official FBI serial killer investigation. Lewis and Coleridge, as far as you guys know, have no connections to Delta Green at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Lewis will simply start with, yes, I believe it is a serial killer we're talking about. The modus operandi for the murders are just too similar. This killer seems to be interested in taking trophies. In this particular case, spines. Which
Ew.
is admittedly a bit odd. We have asked the medical examiner, he should be here any moment now, looks at the time, to fill you in on details regarding the medical side of things. But from a behavioralist's point of view, I would say yes, it is consistent with a serial killer. Bridge? Right, so what we have is 3 dead residents. first resident was found. Oh, maybe you want to take this, Gregson. It is your community after all. Of course, she says. Very well. The first of dead resident is Dr. Carl Moretti. He is one of our local dentists. He was found dead on September 15th in one of the parks that we have here. He was reported missing by his wife when he didn't return home from work that evening. And he was found in a culvert on the property of a small wooded park near the Great Peconic Bay by uniformed police officers at 11:47 after a jogger reported the remains. His spine had been forcibly removed. His head had been separated from his body. It was not attached to its body. It was not in the vicinity of the body, but we canvassed the area and we did locate the head except the jaw. Both eyes had been gouged from the head. The body, I'll let Dr. Santorini speak to the condition of the body. The second victim, Vanessa Hatwan. She worked as a librarian at Glenridge High School and was found on October 7th suspended from a tree on the Glenridge High School property. Her body was in the same state as that of Dr. Moretti, though we didn't find her head. The third victim was abducted from her second-story bedroom, one Miss Lauren Harrogate. She's just 17. We have investigated her home. It was... whoever did this gained entry by smashing through a French door on a balcony, and we believe the unknown subject exited the same way. Her mother, we suspect, witnessed the event, but had a mental breakdown and has not been able to offer testimony so far. We haven't seen any evidence of ladders or ropes or other methods to access the balcony. Perhaps this perpetrator is a very good climber. But the kidnapping did trigger a burglary alarm, which summoned the police. So initially it was treated like an abduction, but the next morning, October 22nd, this is just 2 days ago, we located her body hanging from a large electrical tower on Highway 31. It was 60 feet up. And her condition was very much like the first two victims, and we have not found her head. Any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
Good luck to you, agents, says Coleridge. Stands up. Not much more from my part to import on you here. I know that you're experienced field agents. Dr. Lewis here. Lewis looks over you. I'll be available for consultation if you need me. Here's my card, so you can contact me whenever you feel like it. But for now, I don't have enough material for a profile on this unknown subject, other than we're dealing with a serial killer. Feel free to update me on the behavioral science unit on any new findings you have, so I can keep developing the profile on this serial killer.
Will do.
Unless you want me to
Alright.
stay here, work with you here. I do have some other duties to attend to in the New York office, though.
Can handle it. I think.
Very well.
With all the greens.
Yeah, there isn't
Does
enough.
anyone else?
We don't have enough. I know it. She turns towards Gregson. I know it sounds crass and horrifying. We don't have enough victims yet to determine a pattern in terms of victimology, in terms of preferred victims. Dr. Moretti, Miss Harrogate, Miss Hatman, I think the only thing they really have in common is that they're all Caucasian at this point. But serial killers tend to keep a more focused group of prey. Prostitute women, women of a certain race, women of a certain age group, men of a certain age group, children of a certain social class. So this is a little bit spread out at the moment, and I don't have quite enough data to be able to draw any good conclusions, unfortunately. The door will open, and another gentleman will enter. He kind of stumbles in with his files under his arms. So sorry I'm late, everyone. So sorry I'm late. Even as Coleridge and Lewis exit. He's going to introduce himself to everyone around the tables. I was running some lab tests on these cases. Feel free to roll a human for me, everyone. We have to have a human, don't we? Yes, we do.
Oh, come on.
Come on, give me something good.
Yeah, no, not much. I guess I can roll for Dristan because... No, I shouldn't because he needs to roll his stats and everything. But okay, so we have one success, which is in fact Talbot. Very well.
Yes?
Hi, Talbot.
Hello.
I'm writing you a note. Because, of course, right now, you're talking in front of people who aren't even friendlies of Delta Green. Right, so, medical report on this. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of this, to be honest. Says Santorini. I'm the medical examiner, yeah. He's putting down his files on the desk and going through. There's a bunch of photos there of the bodies, and they look absolutely horrifying because it's bodies without heads and without spines. They're literally not much more than basically a sack of broken bones and tissue at this point. Yeah, I've been looking over this, and the spines of all three victims were forcibly removed, severing all major muscle groups in the back and neck and shattering all the ribs and the hip bones. Whatever did this, whatever tool was used, was very powerful. We did identify a gray goo from underneath the doctor's fingernails. I haven't been able to identify what that goo was, unfortunately. Normally I would say some sort of large animal attack, maybe, but there are no large predators on Long Island. There are no incidents Maybe an animal escaped? Gregson just shakes her head. No animal has escaped. His body has also suffered trauma consistent with a fall from a great height.
Oh.
Could it be possible he was also hung up and just fell?
Yeah, there are... I don't know how he would have fallen, though. Yeah, I haven't studied the crime scene, but yeah. Maybe he was bound up by something and fell from there. The others were, right? Yeah. So for Miss Hatvan, very much the same as Dr. Moretti, including the substance beneath her fingernails, really. And Miss Harrogate, yeah, the same story all over again. Spine ripped out, strange gray goo under the fingernails. I'm sorry I can't help you anymore, agents, but that's where we're at. I wish I could tell what that goo was. I'm trying to look into it further,
Interesting.
and maybe I'll find some. I'm still doing analysis on it, let's just say, yeah.
Thank you.
Alright.
Just out of character. Do we still have that protomatter reagent?
Was that? Oh, I guess you do.
Okay.
You never
Just
said that
gonna-
you were throwing it away or anything. So, if you don't have it on your persons, you're probably paranoid enough to carry stuff like that around nowadays, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little spray bottle, just
Yeah.
in case. See a weird looking piece of gum on the sidewalk, just quickly spritz it, see if it turns purple.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah. Those ooey gooeys are not getting me today. I love it.
The ooey gooeys. That is what we have from the medical examiner.
Sorry. Okay.
What other information do we have? Gregson can fill you in on a little bit of material as well. Dr. Moretti is survived by his wife Caroline and his two daughters, Kathy, age 8, and Donna, age 10. I've looked over his personal and professional life, and I haven't found anything indicating foul play. Vanessa Hartvan, as I said, she was working as a librarian at Glenridge High School. She was not married. I have no record of her dating anyone over the last couple of years. Her parents live in Florida, so she doesn't have any family here. Lauren Harrogate, there is one connection here, and that is that she actually does attend Glenridge High School, or did attend Glenridge High School. But other than that, she is unremarkable. She's a student attending the high school, and parents, teachers, neighbors all say that she's a good girl, didn't make any trouble, had no problems with her classmates, and so on and so forth. I don't know really what to make of that.
Did either of them see the dentist?
It's a possibility. Dr. Moretti has a lot of clients around here. We can look into that.
I was trying to think of something that could.
The detective is... yeah. She'll look into anything at this point.
So, I guess we should start looking at crime scenes, maybe?
Let me give you a view of the town, shall I? I need to unclick a thing. There we go. Look at this lovely map.
Oh.
So all 3 bodies were found on the edge of the woods.
Not Hatvens necessarily. Well, I guess it's on the edge, yeah. Still high school property.
And where was Oh no, Lauren Hargate's body was found all the way across town.
Yep. Yeah, quite far from where she lived as well.
Yeah. And so that would mean that whoever's doing this is capable of both transporting her body rather discreetly and somehow climbing, 16 odd feet with an extra body and hanging it up.
Yep, says Gregson. Did you want to dismiss Santorini, or do you want him to still be in the room?
I think the discussion is probably going to turn something less than human, so I think he might need to leave.
Gregson is there, and Santorini is there.
Gregson too, probably.
Okay. Gregson doesn't want to be dismissed, obviously.
Our group huddle.
Okay.
My Wi-Fi went out for a moment, so I don't know how much I missed.
Oh no.
What do you,
I don't know
what
how
do you
much
have
you missed
back,
either.
but I don't know what we're group huddling about.
what's the
The
last
map.
thing you remember?
The last thing I remember is that the map just showed up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically where we are. My question has been
Okay.
so right now you're in the same room, in the conference room. You have your coffees, and Gregson and Santorini are still here. And Santorini is the medical examiner, Gregson is the local detective. And Gregson is, every time you're like, this is weird, she's nodding quite seriously. And Santorini's hanging around, but he's like, this gray goo. I'm really curious about what this might be and how the only thing I can see so far is that it's some kind of substance that is a complex organic polymer. But I can't recognize the polymer. I think maybe the samples got contaminated when they were collected, or when they were transferred from me to someone else. God knows this is not a place that is used to serial killers and how to preserve evidence from such a crime scene. I am not used to this kind of thing either. We don't get serial killers out here. I've never seen a body as mangled as this. The worst thing we can get, some people have accidents with chainsaws, and some people get run over by a car. This is more like being run over by a train. But yeah, I don't know. It's composed of chains of organic molecules, but that's all I know.
Yeah, that's
The
great.
debris. There's some kind of collection of small bits of debris in the screen of the polymer. And the debris is fluorine with some kind of traces of chlorine and ammonia. I don't understand this at all.
So, like, we're talking pure chlorine, not chlorine in any other compound.
Yeah. Okay. Harper, you can see that Dr. Santorini is struggling because he's trying to find the right words, and you will recognize by now, being the veteran agent you are, the struggle of a person who has seen something very strange, can't square it in his head, and does not want to sound crazy.
It's okay, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what does pure chlorine do to a person? As far as I know, it's not great. That's actually what messed up my throat, was chlorine water. I breathed in the fumes and my throat's been messed up for a few weeks, but...
Yeah, that can mess things up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Santorini
Yeah,
is struggling here. He's
like, where the hell did he get pure chlorine? Where?
I don't know. I really don't know. That's beyond me. I can only tell you the science, says Santorini. And Gregson also just shrugs, because I don't think that... Do dentists use pure chlorine a lot?
No, I do know that it is violently reactive with sodium, though. So... he could have been making a bomb? Maybe? But there's easier ways to do it than...
Yeah, Gregson has... Yeah, we
chlorine
found no
gas.
evidence of pure chlorine in the dentist's office. No, just regular dentist things.
And in his house, too? There's nothing there.
Perfectly mundane, she says. You're welcome to take a look, too, but the second set of eyes never hurt. Third, fourth, fifth.
It could be possible then that whoever's doing this is connected to a chemical lab in some sort of way. Maybe a high school chemistry teacher, somebody who works in a chemical lab within the area. Might be worth looking into.
Yeah, we can look into that.
Yeah.
The chemistry teacher certainly has access to all the substances needed to conduct high school chemistry.
Yeah, because pure chlorine is pretty hard to get your hands on, and even harder to get access. That stuff's usually locked up pretty well.
For my part, if any of you agents want to have a look at the samples we have of this strange substance, feel free, because I can't make heads or tails of it.
May I have a sample?
You'd have to go to his lab, obviously, which is not very far away, but yes.
I thought he had it in his pocket. I'm sorry.
No, he's not going to carry medical samples like that, like evidence samples in his pocket. That's going to be secured. Was that?
Sounded very emotional. He sounded very emotionally attached to his mystery gray sample. I thought
He is emotionally attached to his mystery gray sample, but he's not carrying around like that. If he was, it would be sealed and everything, and he doesn't carry a microscope on his person either.
You mean to tell me he doesn't have a jar with googly eyes and a little bow tie?
He would have, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's exactly the kind of guy who would have a jar with a googly eyes and everything. Yes, he is. But yeah, this is where we start, folks. What kind of weird... What is the to-do list here for our brave Delta Green agents? What do you want to do? Gregson is looking at you with anticipation. So is Dr. Santorini. You are running this show. Gregson is like, serial killers in Glen Ridge. No. Oh, dang it.
Check the crime scene.
What was that?
That's my only thought.
Yeah?
I check the crime scene. That's my only real thought right now.
Same.
Alright, we want to go see some crime scenes.
Yes. Take me out to the crime scene.
Alright. This means that I actually have to show you the crime scenes. How dare you?
Can you guys hear the motorcycle that keeps going by my window?
Nope.
Okay, good. Oh.
Well, crime scene 1. This is where Dr. Moretti was found. He was found in a culvert. And are we doing forensics checks here? Of course we are.
I don't think I have forensics.
You have all the forensics needed, don't you? Or not.
I don't have forensics. Ooh.
You still haven't learned forensics.
Yeah.
Morrigan,
I
you
should
need
learn
to
how to
take
do that.
night classes in forensics just to have a skill. But I understand that you were working on other things this last downtime. That is, in fact, quite understandable. Alright, so Talbot did not do well with your forensics this time, did you?
Nope.
Nope. But Blair did. Okay, so they've obviously done an outline where the body was found, and the outline is a mess because the body was a mess. It was just you've seen the crime scene photos of how the body was found, which was very much a sack of broken bones and tissue. It was like, oh, that's a foot, and that's another foot sticking out in ways that feet definitely shouldn't. And that's an arm, and yeah. So, very worse than Ragdolly, because, again, according to the report, like, basically all the major bones have been broken in some fashion, consistent with a fall from a great height. What is rather disturbing here, Blair? What is rather disturbing? You don't know. You do, because you managed to notice it. Looking up from where the body was found in the culvert, there is only sky. There is no electrical pole he could have been tied to, no very tall tree, no other type of platform. The body didn't fall spontaneously from a thing it was tied to by a killer.
Of course.
If it fell. Which the wounds indicate that it did.
So the killer has a trebuchet. Nice to know.
Yeah, the other two bodies, yeah, they had similar, when you're looking through the report, they also have trauma consistent with a fall from a great height, even though they were located in very high up places. And Gregson can tell you, because she is with you as you're walking around doing the crime scene here, she can tell you that there was no sign of these bodies actually being bound to the places where they were found, like the trees and the pole. The killer had not bound them there. They were stuck there.
Oh, it just hit me.
Oh, what? Says Gregson. What hit you? She's looking to you with a sense of hope. Maybe you've cracked the case for her.
Was there an organization, like New Age religion that just moved into town?
No.
Focuses on, okay.
She looks at like, huh?
We had a previous case where a cult likes to glue bodies to walls. So
Oh.
just reminded me of that.
Fair enough. Yeah, no glue found here. No. They weren't glued. They were stuck. They were pinned in various ways.
Ah.
Oh.
Miss Hatvan, she was stuck on the tree branches. And Miss Harrogate, she was hanging from that large electrical tower. She was, like, her body was folded over, like, in the midsection, over one of the steel beams there. Like someone hung the laundry out.
Weird. So, sorry. And there's been like no signs of the spines, correct?
None. We are missing 2 heads, a jawbone, and 3 spines.
Could it be that the killer is going after neurological tissue?
I suppose you'll have to ask Dr. Santorini if any other neurological tissue was missing, but that could make sense. Maybe the killer... We did find Dr. Moretti's head. Maybe the killer was disturbed during the process somehow and just couldn't make off with the entire head and only made off with the jaw?
Possible. It could also be that this killer isn't killing for any reason we can understand.
Oh, for sure. Whoever this is definitely gone off the deep end, haven't they?
Yeah.
They must be a regular Hannibal the Cannibal or something. 'Cause Silence of the Lamb came out 6 years ago. It's a valid reference.
Very funny. Yeah, it almost reminds me of an animal hunting. Could it be that they're not killing for satisfaction, but a perceived need to take lives?
Dr. Lewis is the profiler, she says. As far as I would guess, I'm going to come right out and say it. This is my first serial killer case, because, again, we don't get serial killers here. I have done as much homework as I could before you guys showed up. I haven't had a lot of sleep over the past couple of nights, let me tell you that. But as far as I understand, some serial killers have a fetish. They like to collect artifacts from their kills. And in this case, it seems to be spines. I don't know, is this some kind of video violence thing where they watched, what's that movie called? Predator? And like the kids talk about it when I was talking about, we haven't released all the details, but this is a small community, things leak. My constables, they say things that they shouldn't be saying. Word leaks. You already heard the term, the Glenridge Chiropractor, because of that, extracting the spines. So the kids in high school talked about that movie, The Predator, which is apparently like a movie about a space alien who comes to Earth and fights people and grabs their spines and skulls. So maybe this serial killer took an inspiration from that movie, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but Long Island style. Who knows?
I don't know. The serial killers we've dealt with in the past, that trying to rationalize their actions has never really gotten us anywhere. They don't think like normal people think.
Psychopaths. Yeah, I've heard of those.
It's not just psychopathy. It's like something in their brain rewires them to be something other than human. Psychopathy just doesn't cover it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're the experts. Very well, Z-Cell. You are in situ. You are in Glen Ridge. It is still before noon of October 24th, 1997. The Glenridge Chiropractor is stalking this community. Who will be the next victim? Who knows? Will there even be a next victim? Who knows? Who is the perpetrator? So far you've said the chemistry teacher is under suspicion. Or maybe. Or someone who's access to the chemistry lab. We'll see. But for now, we're going to leave our brave Z-Cell out in the otherwise peaceful community of suburban Glenridge on Long Island, where nothing this dramatic ever happened before. And the very bewildered Detective Gregson, who is looking to you like a puppy who really needs some help from the big dogs who have experience, and to solve this quickly. And perhaps next week you will make some breakthroughs as you continue the investigation that has only just started. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch. And remember to subscribe, to follow this channel. If you're on YouTube, click on the bell icon to be updated when we upload the latest episode. And who knows who's going to be the next victim of the art. Only if you are having contact with A-Cell on this channel. We'll see you in a week.